You're sick. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. We're here. Brandy's not feeling all the best. As a matter of fact, well, Brandy, you got the week off from work, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, she's been told she can't go back to work this week. Bronchitis, huh? I had bronchitis once in my life. It's horrible. I hated it. Is that my cover minder? Did I just find my cover minder? No. No, I did not. Shoot. I had this cute little llama cover minder that Saban gave me. And I've had it on my painting that I'm working on because, llama, alpaca, whatever it is, fiber, my painting's yarn. And he's missing. He's
Uh-oh.
MIA. I don't know where it's at. I cannot find it anywhere. Huh. Oh, well.
He's in the wind.
It's in this room somewhere. I just don't know where.
You'll find him when you're not looking for him.
Probably. I know I've hunted everywhere, right? I hate it when I do that. When I know something, it must have fallen off. You know what I'm saying? Must have fallen off the painting. I must have knocked it off, like moved my drills or something and knocked it off. And I can't find it now. Anyhow. Well, hello, Catherine and Karen and Sherry and Brenda and Michelle. And Catherine and Brenda and Sherry and Michelle. And Catherine and Sherry and Sherry. Oh, anyhow. All right, so let's talk about this book. I don't know if I'm liking it more or less, or if anything's getting cleared up, or I'm more confused. I don't know. I just don't know.
Well, I do know you probably don't like that there's a dead body in it now.
Oh, no, I don't care about that. That didn't matter. It wasn't.
But there was a.
It wasn't gruesome.
No,
It wasn't gruesome. It wasn't explained in great detail with blood gushing, all the nasty stuff. The dude fell down the thing and landed on the floor, and he's dead. That's no big deal. That doesn't bother me.
He deserved it. He deserved it.
I'm sure he probably did, but it's kind of weird that the little old lady, she pushed his ass over, right? I mean, she did.
Oh, she did. She took care of it.
Exactly. How did this little old lady have the strength to push him over that banister or whatever it was to his death below? How did she manage that? She's an old lady. The bookstore.
You know what, Karen? I think the bookstore did it. It can push things off.
Huh? Not her, huh? I mean, I don't know. Either way, it's very strange, right? You guys blame the bookstore.
Either way, her problem with him is solved.
What?
I said, either way, her problem with him is solved. Now, what I'm confused on.
Well, it is, but it isn't quite yet, because now she's got that property that they lived in, and people are she's trying to tell her to take the money from it, and she kind of doesn't want to. And she's still feeling kind of weird about the whole thing. I mean, it's not settled for her,
but she doesn't have to worry about being murdered.
Well, no.
By him.
No, this is true. Hi, Marion.
What I'm confused on is how is the Bronte manuscript, that lost manuscript, has it tattooed on her body and tattooed without someone tattooing the last part?
Right. I don't know. See, that's what I said. I'm not certain if I'm getting less confused or more confused. I think I'm getting more confused with this book.
I'm getting more intrigued.
Well, I'm getting more.
I call it. I'm intrigued.
Okay. Well, intrigue, confused. I don't know. I'm confused. I'm just confused. I'm still not seeing how this is all going to connect, and I don't know. Very strange.
Well, I mean, we see there's some sort of connection with that manuscript and her. Is it possible that she's related to this Opaline? Opaline's pregnant.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. I don't know.
Because with Opaline being pregnant and all of that, it could be in the blood, and because obviously the bookstore chose Opaline to take it over.
And just like now where she's living in this basement, things are happening there. Like
Things
the
opening up
trees are growing and stuff's happening and things are popping out at her, and I don't know. It's yeah. I will agree with Brenda. It is not at all what I thought this book was going to be about or what it was going to be like. I thought it was going to be more like the books, like that one that we kind of read. Like the books were going to come out and tell people things, or, I don't know. Interesting. And then she doesn't really have much to do with any bookshop stuff. I mean, she's just living in this lady's basement, trying to get away from the crazy husband. And I mean, she's not hunting for books. She's not dealing in books or selling books. She doesn't even read books. Right? She wasn't even like a real book reader. I don't know. I don't know how she.
No, but she felt drawn to that area. It felt safe, and then she was taken in. As she obviously had some desire. Those words just kept coming to her, even though she didn't know what they meant. She's still intrigued by Henry, who is fascinated with the book. So, I mean,
yeah. I found it really strange that she rushes off to get these tattoos like all the time. Let me go get a tattoo.
Because those words kept coming in her brain, and she had to get them down.
And why do you tattoo it on your body? I don't know. I don't get it. I'm like, okay, all right.
I don't get that part either, but
yeah. And then in the middle of the night or whatever, all this stuff came to her, and she's like, oh yeah, I gotta go have this tattooed on me right now. I know the rest of the story, blah, blah, blah. How weird.
Only for it not to need, because it was already there.
Very strange, right? Very strange.
So there's definitely some magic going on.
Something's happening. I love bookstores. Bookstores are my favorite, Brenda. I love to just go into a bookstore and just wander around. I will do that any chance I get. I love it. But so, Marion, you're in Oklahoma. Oklahoma, where the wind comes rushing down the plains. I told you I was never going to go to Oklahoma again, right? After the Roach Motel, I'm not going to Oklahoma again. Okay, at least maybe not Tulsa. I don't have any desire to go back to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Oh boy. Goodness. Hey, Lynn. What's up, Lynn? Are you leaving there Thursday?
I like bookstores, but I don't get to go to them very often. And so I'm just very grateful that I have a bookstore on my phone. But it's not the same as smelling. I like I like smelling newly printed books. I like smelling old books. It's weird. I don't know.
Now, here's what I really prefer about a bookstore versus picking up your phone and looking in Amazon or something. Because Amazon is still very targeted and you're only going to see, whatever you search for or whatever. But when you walk into a bookstore, it's like, wow, the whole world is different. There's all kinds of things there that you wouldn't even consider looking at when you're looking just online. You know what I mean? It's everything is there. They're all there. It's like, well, except at the Barnes and Noble I just went to. I was disappointed with that,
But see, here's my problem with a bookstore. When I go into a bookstore, I tend to get a little overwhelmed. And so what happens is I find myself first being drawn to the bargain books. And even in the bargain books or the regular books, I still tend to stop at covers that interested me. And so therefore, I'm very likely to miss books that I might thoroughly enjoy because remember, don't judge a book by its cover. However, when you're in a bookstore, we do.
We do. Lynn, I'm so sorry to hear about
I'm
Jethro.
sorry, Lynn.
That is the second person today I've heard who had one of their dogs leave this earth. I'm so sorry. And I was just talking to Brandy about it. I'm like, there's nothing to say except I'm sorry. That sucks. That stinks.
I know what that's like, and I'm here for you in comfort and offer you condolences.
Yeah. So sorry, Lynn.
Maybe Luna was there to greet him on that rainbow bridge.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, Brenda, I still like the Barnes and Noble children's section. I think their children's section is fantastic. I love to go. They have a whole section in ours that's just the kids' books. I love that section. I was not thrilled with the romance section. There wasn't much there. And when you said bargain books, Brandy, I mean, Barnes and Noble has this discounted section. It's always up at the front of the store. And they had like hardly any novels. They normally have a whole bunch of novels up there. Like they usually sell off their hardcovers and whatnot. And they didn't have any. It was all like nonfiction stuff. And I wasn't interested in any of that. I don't know.
I've only been to, I think, one Barnes and Nobles in my life. I tend to go to Books a Million. And Books a Million has their first set of bargain books outside the store. And it grabs you before you walk in.
Barnes and Noble does too, like in their entryway.
Then you get in the store, and then they have their bargain section in the back. And the books are all mixed up every which way but loose.
We don't have any Books a Million around here.
That's all we have. We don't have a Barnes and Noble.
We don't have any. We don't have any. But
I'd have to drive.
We have the best bookstore ever, but it's way out in Okemos, and so I have to always plan a real journey to go out there to that one. But I like to find little small bookstores, wherever we go, little towns here, vacation, things like that.
Yeah, that can be fun.
Yeah, and Books a Million, I don't know. Books a Million reminds me of I've been in some. We used to have one, but we don't have them anymore. But they remind me of the TJ Maxx of the clothing world. Books a Million reminds me of that as bookstores. Does that make any sense?
No,
Brenda.
see, because my
Yes,
Books a
Brenda.
Million store was
Disorganized.
not. Ours is very organized. You have, I mean, their sections are not only clear and clear cut and linear, and you can see from where you're walking where every section is, and within the section they're by authors, and then of course you can go get your coffee or Coke or something to eat,
In
and
the
they'll
Books a
even let you
Million?
sit there and read. Yeah.
In a Books a Million, they have food?
Oh yeah,
I've
it's like
never.
coffee Joe or cup of Joe or something like that. But yeah, we have it's got this little place, and they have you can get coffee, you can get tea, you can get Cokes, you can get they got cookies, and
No,
I think even now they've got some stuff for like might be sandwiches.
the one that we had, the one that we did have had nothing like that in it. And the other thing
Oh,
I didn't like about the Books a Million is it seemed like all the books were older books. They were older books that
uh,
they're just getting rid of, not new books.
no, our Books a Million, it has the newest of the new, and in fact, that's where we went
Ours didn't.
for every new Harry Potter book. They had a launch party, and so like for those of us that had pre-ordered it, especially, and you go there, they had crafts for the kids, and
Hmm.
well, and adults, whoever the heck wanted it. You could have there were collectible pins, all this while you're waiting to get in the line to get your book. Um, they had food and beverages, and because they do, like I said, they have the whole little eatery in
Yeah,
there. I mean, our Books a Million is really nice, and it has some
ours
of the
wasn't like
newest books.
ours
It's
wasn't
got
like
the
that.
newest books.
It was like older books that they're just trying to. It's almost like a clearance store, just trying to get rid of stuff.
You had a bad Books a Million. Our Books a Million, it's
Well,
got
now
the
we don't. Now
newest
we
of
don't
the.
even have one. So there's that. We don't even have one now. So, but yeah, Karen Schuler's is the best bookstore. I love Schuler's. Schuler's is an awesome, awesome bookstore.
Don't know what that is. Don't have it.
There's only a few of them. There's only four, and they're only in Michigan. So, but
Yeah, so
they're
I
awesome.
wouldn't have them.
They're awesome. Love them.
Oh yeah, Lynn, it's awesome. There's a section where the kids section, it's got like a little lounge and play area, but a lounge where the kids can kind of sit down and kind of look through books, and they do not have a problem with you just pulling out a book, even sitting on the floor. They'll encourage you, sit on the floor and just kind of look through books, and so you can see what it is that you're interested in, and yeah.
Well, I mean, Barnes and Noble's like that. Every time you go into Barnes and Noble, there's people sitting around in the chairs reading. Same thing at Schuler's. I mean, but anyhow.
Yeah. So I like our book familiar. Wayne just won't let me go in there because I can't go in there and number one, not come out with at least $50 worth of books. And I can't come out there like I can't go in for just a short period of time.
Oh no, you want to go look around? Yeah, you go look around. Well,
I'm like there forever.
you don't go with Wayne. You go by yourself, Brandy. You go by yourself. Yeah, yeah. That's like Saturday is local yarn shop day. Well, I'm going to my local yarn shop on Saturday. I am not planning on taking Dale. I'm going to the local yarn shop and I'm going to go just hang out and see what's going on. I know they got special stuff for local yarn shop day. I'm going. I'm going to hang out for a while. Yeah.
See, I wish we had that. We don't have any local yarn shops. We don't have any local cross stitch shop. We don't have the only thing that we have is Hobby Lobby. I think there's still a Michaels. I think.
Well,
But I don't even know where the nearest, like, I don't think there is any, like, small craft store of any kind. And it could just be because this is a tourist town, and maybe tourist towns just don't
but you know
have.
what? You know what? You might be surprised if you actually searched for stuff. You might be surprised and find stuff. Like I did not know there was a yarn shop in East Lansing. I didn't know that until they were part of a yarn shop hop thing. I didn't know they were there. I do now, but I didn't know. I had no idea. So you might find something if you search. You never know. Yeah,
I
never
will
know.
have to go search. I'll go search.
Yeah. Well,
Can't buy nothing right now, though. So, oh, look, it's Cajun. Hey!
I know.
Oh,
I
I'm
know.
sorry, Cajun.
I saw that she started reading books again. Love reading books,
My
right?
heart's with you, sweetie. Yeah, I love reading. It takes me away from, yes,
Takes her away from reality.
yeah. I get to
Reality.
be somebody else's reality for a little bit,
That's
just a
right.
little bit.
So we have some discussion to do here. Discussing to do. So next week you're not going to be here because you get to go take a fun little biology test, right?
Yeah.
So you're not going to be here. Um, so that means it'll be 2 weeks before we get together again. Do we want to finish this book?
Mm. I mean, I'm okay with it if you want to.
I mean, because we got 2 weeks,
Yeah, we'll have 2 weeks.
huh?
I mean, I'm all up for it because 2 weeks we can finish the book, and then the only thing is that we need to put a poll out to vote for our next one.
Or we can just pick from our list.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got a
What
list.
was the second most popular on that list?
One moment. Let me locate said list. Well, that's not the list. That is about meals at the retreat. That's not it.
Brenda Caraval.
This is more stuff about the retreat. I told you I have all
Lord,
these little notebooks everywhere. Food, stuff, questions. That's the retreat little notebook. Okay, let me keep looking. One moment.
Lemon Penny Cajun, we're reading The Lost Bookshop.
One moment. One moment.
Oh, Catherine says yes, Caraval.
Oh, well, that wasn't on this most recent list, but because the
We've
most
talked
recent
about it
list,
over and over and over.
I know we have, but Kat, we're going from one weird book to another weird book.
Oh, Cajun, Haunting Adeline. I may have to look at that one. I'm reading right now, currently, The Witch on Tin Mountain.
Is that your spicy stuff? That's not the spicy stuff.
No, I already finished the spicy series. God bless America. It kept going throughout the whole series.
The spicy stuff kept getting spicy. Are you done with it?
Yes, it was only a trilogy.
Oh, okay.
So there's
We
no
might actually
more.
get a good weird book. Okay, you're being optimistic now, Brenda. all the books lately have just been, I don't know. There hasn't been one that's just been like a, man, I love that book, right? Man, I love that book.
I know. We tried. We tried. Check the trigger warning.
I haven't left yet.
Where would I find the trigger warning, Trina? Oh, it's really spicy and dark romance. Oh no, so I've had my share of spice right now. Right now, I'm all on the 1800s and early 1900s because that's where my book is set, and it's a weird town superstition. Woogie 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 woogie. I wanna do the Fourth Wing. I wanna read that one. That's a dragon one, right?
It sure is.
But I don't know if that's the first one.
It is.
Okay.
It is. I mean, I have Caravel here. Caravel, Carnival, whatever you want to call it.
I
Caravel.
also I also want I'm willing to kind of not right now. I can't afford it right now. But soon I'm going to go look up there was a series that I read one book in um and it's similar to one like we read where the fairy tale the villain is not quite the villain and the hero is not quite the hero. The story's different, it's twisted.
I would not read Frida McFadden, Cajun. That's like thriller stuff, isn't it? That's
Oh,
not.
that would be on mine.
That is
That would
not
be
Mindy's style.
mine.
Not a
I
Mindy.
need to. I'm gonna have to start looking back at these chats so I can start writing down some of these names to look up.
Recommendations.
Rita Catlin. Oh, an Iron Flame. Got to look at that one too.
And the one dark romance that we read, I was like, no, there was too much gruesome dark romance going. Too much, no, too much dark, not enough romance. Too
There
much
was too
gruesome.
much steamy for me. I was
Too,
okay with the gruesome. Too much steamy.
there was
I
too much
want
gruesome for
not
me.
steamy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already read those.
What?
Bucket
We
list
only
was
read two. We only read two ACOTARs.
yeah, Bucket Thorn on Roses. Yeah,
Yeah, we read two of
Bucket
them.
list was second.
Yeah, I don't like thrillers. I'm not a thriller person.
Oh, I love me my thriller, mystery, supernatural. You give it to me. Oh,
Oh,
that's why I love
Trina's like Haunting Adeline is even darker than the one we read. Oh, how does it get darker? How does it?
Is it did the okay, okay. I just gotta know. Is there less of the sexy woo woo stuff? I don't want to just, I don't need all the details. I
I
don't
don't
need
want.
all the
I don't want all the gruesome, gory stuff.
I'm okay with that. It sets the
Yeah.
scene.
See, I don't want that. I'm good with this. You know that.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
you want to know? Yes, Trina. We want to know. Oh boy. I mean, most of these books, stalker rape with a gun. Okay, so he's got a gun and he's stalking her and he rapes her. Okay, that's interesting.
Plus I love true crime books.
No, I don't want any crime. I don't like crime.
So bucket list was second on our list
So the
of
bucket
questions.
list was by who? Who was the bucket list by? So
Ooh.
Rachel Hannah is the bucket list.
Supposedly that's supposed to be a funny one,
Oh,
right?
child trafficking. Yeah, okay. Oh, the gun did the. Oh, okay, that's interesting. All right.
No, that's not sexy at all.
No, that just no. Mm-mm.
That's
That
not nobody's fantasy.
that's just gruesome, right?
That's what happens to people before they kill them.
Stick a gun up your hoo hoo, and no.
Took all kinds of stuff up your hoo hoo.
Wow.
It's called violation.
Yeah.
There's some serial killers that was their modus operandi.
Mm. I'm gonna assume he didn't kill her, though. I'm gonna assume he
Yeah,
didn't kill her. Yeah,
yeah,
Brenda's just
maybe.
like, ouch. Yeah, ow. All right. Oh. Ah.
Some people get intrusive thoughts in their brains and feel they have to act them out. It's that everybody gets intrusive thoughts in their brain, but you just don't act on it and say no.
I mean,
Just no.
the bucket list sounds good. So, okay, you got two choices here, folks. We can do bucket list, or we can do this big bad boy right here. This big bad boy.
What's big bad boy?
Caravel.
Oh, I can't see. I'm sorry. I gotta go. I gotta push the button. Okay. Yeah, I guess. Well, if your bucket list supposed to be funny, so I'm gonna leave it up to the chat. I'm almost game for anything. I'm not. I'm not game for. I can't do the. I can't do the cowboy.
Oh man,
I want to kind of stay away from
that
that
is
for just
that
at
is
least once.
unfortunate. That's unfortunate because Elsie Silver has a brand new book starting a brand new series. That's unfortunate.
I'll look at them all day long. I just don't want to read about them. I'll do it. I'll do it. I will do it. I will. I promise. I will read one for y'all in book club. Just give me a little bit.
It what?
Just give me a little bit. I'm still trying to recover from when I inadvertently picked up that just wasn't expecting the series to have. Was what it was just supposed to be my supernatural people that wasn't supposed to have gods and god sex and all just no.
Well, it was supposed to have gods, wasn't it? You expected the gods, didn't you?
I expected the gods. Well, I didn't. Well, it didn't tell me about gods at first, and then when I was like, "Oh, okay, gods," but it didn't. The Once we knew they had sex, that should have been all that was wrote. Okay, they go off, they have their good time. You could even say, "Hey, we're gonna go have a good time," and then that'd be it. You know what's gonna happen behind that door. We don't. I don't need. I did not need to know.
Hey, you know what? The Elsie
Every
Silver
stroke.
actually isn't cowboy. It's just small town. He's actually a
Oh,
recording.
okay.
He's a hot billionaire with a recording studio, and she is going to work for him. Not cowboy at all. Just small town. Just small town. No cowboys. No horses. No haylofts. No barns. No. Just no.
Brenda, I feel you. I feel you. That's why I said I'll go with whatever y'all choose because at this point, there's no telling if we gonna
Okay.
like it, not like it.
Oh, who has Elsie Silver's new one? Cajun does. I want to read that. I don't have it yet. I almost bought it the other day at Walmart. I almost bought it. I've got one book to go in the other series of hers. I got one left in that series, but I don't mind jumping around to a new series. Okay, here's Caravel. Here it is. You ready? I'll tell you what it's about. Sure, I will. As soon as I find a page that has a synopsis on it. Where is there no synopsis of Caravel?
Have fun.
There's no real.
You know what I'm gonna do when I get off? I'm gonna go lay back down.
Okay, hang on. Let me find you the synopsis on my phone because the book doesn't really have one. It's kind of crazy. Caravel.
They never answered us. Y'all never answered us. Do y'all want to go ahead and let's finish this book since we're not meeting in 2
Oh yeah,
weeks?
we're gonna finish the book. Yeah, we're finishing
Okay.
the book. Yeah.
Okay.
So here's Caravel. Caravel. There's 4 books in this series. Scarlet has never left the tiny island where she and her beloved sister Tella live with their powerful and cruel father. Now Scarlet's father has arranged a marriage for her, and Scarlet thinks her dreams of seeing Caravel, the faraway, once-a-year performance where the audience participates in the show, are over. But this year, Scarlet's long dreamt of invitation finally arrives. With the help of a mysterious sailor, Tella whisks Scarlet away to attend. Only, as soon as they arrive, Tella is kidnapped by Caravel's mastermind organizer, Legend. It turns out that this season's Caravel revolves around Tella, and whoever finds her first is the winner. Scarlett has been told that everything that happens during Caravel is only an elaborate performance, but whether Caravel is real or not, she must find Tella before the 5 nights of the game are over and her sister disappears forever. So it's supposed to be
See, that
just,
sounds like something I will definitely enjoy.
it's supposed to be just
And
a game.
welcome, Cajun. Yes, join us in on this one.
So it's either that or the bucket list. What do we think? That or the bucket list? That or the bucket list? Okay, place your votes now, folks. Place your votes now. Caravel or bucket list?
Cajun, we usually meet every Tuesday
6:30.
at 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern.
Yep.
Oh, we got 2 for Caravel. Come on, people, vote. There's more than 2 people in here. I know.
There are 12 people here. And the next.
Come on.
What? Lynn would like.
Lynn, I would like both. Well, we can't read.
Choose one. Pick one.
That's right. Choose one for us.
Which one would you like to read next, Lynn?
So yeah, Cajun, you'd be with my time, 5:30. Come on, people. Put them votes. Put them fingers in.
Come on, 3 votes.
Up, okay. Karen, 3 for Caravel. Caravel. Yes, 5:30, Cajun.
It's a heavy book. It's heavy. Like, heavy. I don't know why it's so heavy, but it's heavy.
Maybe it's heavy with wonderment in there. Lynn says, okay, Caravel. Trina, either one for her.
Caravel.
Deborah says Caravel. Looks like we're doing Caravel.
Looks like we're gonna. There's a.
Yep, Sherry voted. Okay. Yep.
There's a special section in the back after the book is over. There's like a behind the scenes peek. There's some other things. There's a playlist. Why does Caravel get a playlist? What is the a playlist of 3 songs? Discombobulate by Hans Zimmer, Centuries by Fall Out Boy, and Fireflies by Lights in Motion. Whatever that means. The story itself is a whole whopping 401 pages. Yes, you may see the book. You may see the book. There it is. Stephanie Garber.
Who's the Stephanie Garber?
Stephanie Garber. Caravel. All right. So.
No, I was coughing. Sorry, Brenda.
2 weeks to finish our bookshop on the shelf. The bookshop on the shelf. And then we'll come back and we'll talk about this one in 2 weeks. And we'll be ready to start this one. Okay? Everybody got it? Finish. 2 weeks to finish. And then we'll start this one at that point. How's that sound?
Michelle, does that mean you're going to join us for the next one? No join for the next one? What's that?
She said have to go. See you next time. She'll be here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah,
2 weeks from today. Brandy can't be here next week. So we're going to
I'm taking a test and I'm not sure that I'll be back home. But hopefully I'll be in good spirits because hopefully I will not have just thrown my money away. I have the study guide here, so I guess while I'm technically restricted home, I could study.
You could be studying, yeah. You'll know when you leave if you passed or not?
Yeah, because they print out an unofficial. All it'll tell me is pass or fail.
Ah, got you. Okay, well, that's our plan, folks. That is the plan. Everybody clear on the plan?
Clear.
All right. So Sherry doesn't need to put any chapters in there for you, Brandy. Just finish the book. And Hopefully, it gets cleared up a little bit. We got like 150 pages left. Hopefully, some things get cleared up.
Well, I would imagine if the story is ending,
That it's going to get cleared
that
up.
it's got to get cleared up.
I would hope so. I would hope so.
Because otherwise, that's a poo head move.
A what head?
Thank you. A
Poo
poo
head?
head move. Poo head move.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well,
thank you, guys.
Hasta la vista, everybody. Have a great week. And happy reading. Happy reading. Hope you enjoy. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.